Alright, welcome back to GTFO. This cancerous mission. This is attempt, what? Number 7, I think it is. Of this was a rundown to D1. Spoilers, we actually did it. We finally did it. Annoyingly though, Windows fucked my computer. It fully fucked it. Did some update which just ruined my audio settings, and I didn't realize until I finished recording. So I don't have any audio this entire replay of the entire mission, which it's pain. It really is. Shout out to Nick though. He's captured like our final reactions at the very end, so I'm gonna be using like his audio and probably perspective, I'd say, for the final bit. But the rest of it, you're just gonna have to listen to my garbage commentary over this. So straight off the rip, we alerted the entire initial room as per normal. That's pretty standard for us. I don't think we've successfully done that room silent or stealthily. And then we ran into some unusual lag, I guess, which just froze the enemies. Never seen this before. I don't know if it was just bad internet or something server side, but yeah, they just started freezing. I got myself in a very awkward position, and luckily lag came in and saved me there. Instead of getting swarmed by like 6 or so enemies, I managed to escape. We finished killing those enemies and then progressed through to the security door for zone 606, which is what, a class 4 alarm? Bit rough straight off the bat, but that's what we're doing. We always try and like utilize the fog repellers, kind of like 2 birds 1 stone kind of thing. So when we throw it to get all the way through, we try and start the security alarm straight away, so we can actually utilize them while they're still active and do the scans down in the fog. Just 2 more big scans now, and then we got 1 more wave of enemies, I believe. And then we should be done with this area, moving into the main focal point of this entire mission, the generator room in 606. Right here, I just wanted to really highlight Cooper's spud moment. I'm guessing panic throwing a fog repeller at an enemy. We then began to set up our turrets, preparing for the 609 security door. This time around, a class 5 alarm. I'd like to just point out we did find a cell which normally spawns right next to the generator in this room, which we put in immediately, which just lowers the fog enough to traverse this room pretty freely. There's only a few spots, depending on where the scans go, that we'll have to throw a fog repeller to clear our way. Basically just rinsing and repeating at this point. Kill enemies, do scans, kill more enemies, do more scans. Just throwing fog repellers to get rid of any fog that's in the way. We also got very lucky with, I think that was the second to last scan there. It literally just moved like half a centimeter away, which made it a little bit easier, but the rest of them just spread out all across the room, which is pretty stock standard for any of these missions. We're now into, what is it, 609 now. This is more of like a middle type room, just a connection point between the generator room and all the other rooms we're going to need to have all the cells in it. Cleared out a few enemies, which we had to do undetected because there was a spider walking around in the fog of the middle of this room, which is a very awkward spot to try and actually kill the thing. Which you can see here, I kid you not, I cut out like 10 minutes worth of footage here, where we were just waiting for the thing to like move up to the ramp where we could actually kill it. I'm gobsmacked with how patient we took this. We actually were taking this very, very seriously. I've never seen us take so long just to kill one enemy. Moving into 609B now, we were faced with an entire room of enemies as well as a spider in the fog, which just proved to be very difficult to try and clear these things out stealthily. It looks like Cooper and Mingo's patience weren't good enough to go another 10 minutes waiting for the spider to move close enough. So, yeah, they alerted the entire room. Both Nick and I got downed here. We just got overwhelmed, but luckily Mingo and Cooper were able to make up for their mistake of alerting the whole room and carried us through that little sticky spot. Just clearing out the final few enemies here from the spiders' little scream it let off. We're now preparing for the security door for 612, which is a screamer door. Got obliterated again. There was just one big shooty one that came through the door and it just locked onto me and just deleted me. In this zone, it should have our keycard that we need for one of the original doors back to 607. And it also should have a cell for us so we can actually lower this fog a little bit. We cleared out the two big boys in the initial room. We baited out like the second room of 612 just because it's a bit easier to fight them on this ramp rather than down in the fog there. It's just much easier for us as a team. Never recommend this zone just because it is quite costly. You're going to use a lot of ammo to quickly clear out things while the fog repellers are going. And you're also going to use a lot of fog repellers if you haven't lowered the fog enough to get through this area. If you do go directly left like we did though, you can climb up the ladder, which is out of the fog then. This will get you in the main room of 612, which should have your keycard as well as your cell that you're looking for. I think we slightly underestimated how many enemies were in this room. It took us quite some time to clear out that bottom section there. Especially those two big spitter ones. I don't think we've ever seen those before in this area. You think after like 6 or 7 attempts at this same level, we would actually know what we're doing by now. Now that we're above the main fog level, we can start clearing these rooms out a bit more stealthily. Some rooms prove to be a bit more difficult than others. Especially with two big boys just sitting right next to each other, we just decided to go a bit loud on that room. In the process of trying to clear out this final room so we can get our cell and our keycard for the next area, we accidentally alert the entire room. So we got a few enemies here, just clear out them, and then we'll be able to move into the room, and boom, cell keycard obtained. We've done it, we've finally got our cell, we've got our keycard for 607. So now we're just going to navigate our way through all this fog, all the way back through to the main generator room. And that'll be cell number 2 down. The next step will be onto the 607 door, which will have another cell for us to lower this fog just a little bit more, to make some of the other rooms a bit more accessible. 607 starts off pretty lightly with just a few basic enemies that we stealthily kill. Then we get Commander Ping Ping onto the cell location. And then that's when things start getting a bit hard. I really do trust my teammates with these spider kills. I am absolutely hopeless when it comes to these things. So I really do put my trust in them. Overall, 607, very quick and easy. Not too much of a threat really. Couple of spiders and then just a few stealth kills. Right here we had the lesser of the two evils. We either alert the spider as well as the entire room, or take out the spider and then alert whatever's left over in the room. We did that and then just killed the few enemies that came up from the ladder. A lot better option, I'd say, in my books. And then that is that. We've got our cell right here. Cell number 3. Only 2 more to go. This is when it starts to like sink in. Is this the run? This is gonna be the one. And you just don't want to screw up. You start taking like 20, 30 minutes to do one room at a time. You just don't want to make any mistakes. We then began our security scan for 611, a class 5 alarm, and they're all big scans as well, which is just awesome. It's a very easy way to deplete all our resources, like our ammo, our turret ammo, and just leave us completely dry halfway, well, I guess like 3/5 of the way through this mission. Heading into 611, as this is like our 7th attempt or whatever it is now, we know what we're in for. This room's fucked, to put it simply. It's fucked. The amount of spiders in this room is ridiculous. We got Commander Ping Ping on the cell location. Of course, it's in the same spot as it always is, in the furthest room away from everything. So we have to go through every single spider that's in this entire zone. It is just awful. I really rely on my teammates to do well. The boys do really well and only screw up just one of the spiders, which is pretty good going considering how many there are in this. We finally kill the final spider in this area, and that is it. Cell number 4. It is time to lock in. It's the final bit. We got one cell to go, and then we're done with this mission. Our last and final zone for this entire mission is 610. Another screamer door. We open that, smash our way through. Not too many enemies. It's actually quite nice, this zone. We get Cabana ping ping on the scan, and the ping comes up quite close, but I don't think we realized how close at the time. We then huddle around, and I remember a inspirational speech from Mingo. It went along the lines of something like, "No fucking around anymore, boys. This is it. This is the final one. We're doing this. I don't want to play this game. I don't want to do it anymore. This mission's fucked." It's a very inspirational speech. We met up like it's our final stand. All for nothing, really. We pinged the cell again, and it was literally right next to us the second we got in the room. We grabbed that cell, and we got the hell out of there. Straight to the generator. We have never got to this point before, so we had no idea what to expect. You can see from my reaction, I was just praying that we could get through this. We had gone so far, we've done so many tries. I just wandered over. So I was just praying that the end wasn't going to be absolutely brutal and just ruin us. At this point, we had no idea what was happening. The lights went off, nothing seemed to be going on, and then all of a sudden a scan popped up at a generator. As soon as we stepped on that scan, the enemies started. And we knew this was going to be one of those missions. We didn't realize though at the time that there was going to be like 4 or 5 of these big scans, and we had to like fight our way out of this. I'm panicking because the fog's starting to raise again, so I'm throwing fog repellers rapid fire everywhere. We're just making sure we get through this as quick as possible. All sorts of panic was happening. We had scan after scan, waves of enemies just coming. We were low on ammo, we were panicking, we just wanted this mission done. We just have this one final scan now, and then this is, I guess, the point in the video where I'll be able to actually get our reactions to completing the level from Nick's perspective. I will say this has been a bit of a scuff video. It's not ideal, but I still want to get it out. It was such a good moment for us. It was such a hard mission, so hopefully it was somewhat enjoyable.
Nick, you're on the wrong side.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. We are doing this mission now.
Hold up. Spinning. Oh my god. Listen to you there. Behind us. Behind us.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm spinning.
Sacrifice. Good job, Nick. You know what?
Oh, revive Cooper. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me, I'm reviving.
Oh my
I've only
god,
got a
Nick,
spear.
Nick with the strat.
Nick! Get in there.
95. No, Nick, come back. 96.
Survive! Good enough. Yeah! Nick, you big brain. Oh, you saved us. We were fucked. There was way too many.
Yeah. Oh my god. We
ran
finally
out of
did it.
Oh, that was good. We used so much ammo. We are lucky we actually conserved so much. Well played,
If I-
boys.